This particular example shows the chromatic dispersion compensation study using a parametric scan in block mode. You can study the influence of chromatic dispersion and its compensation on the performance of a single channel OC192 link, as you can see in the schematic. So you can get all the components used in this design from the all models block mode models. If you expand it, you can find the PRBS generator and electrical signal generator from the signal generator option. If you go to the optical sources and modulators, there you can find the CW laser as well as the external modulator. From optical fibers, you can find the nonlinear fiber. So here we are using two nonlinear fibers. One is a normal fiber and other is for the dispersion compensation. And if you go to the optical receivers, you can find the compound optical receiver. From the analysis and plotting options, you can find the different visualization blocks. Once you drag and drop these components into the design area, you can make the connections as in the schematic. PRBS generator is connected to the logical input of the BER tester for synchronization. Here in this experiment, we have a 120 km 10 gigabits per second point-to-point link using a single mode fiber, and we are using a DCF as well. Second fiber is a DCF fiber which is used to provide a post dispersion compensation. So in order to perform a comparison between non-compensated transmission and a compensated transmission using parametric scan, we will have to define some variables in the symbol table. Go to the symbol table and give a variable name SMF_length of 120 km, and you can define another variable length and you can give the corresponding value for that particular length, which is basically the length of the DCF fiber. We are going to define power as a variable as well, because we are going to do a parametric scan for different transmitter power. So once you have defined the variables in the symbol table, you can go to the corresponding blocks and assign the variable to that particular block. So for power, we are going to define the laser power as power, which is the variable that you have defined. And for the fiber one, which is the SMF fiber, you are going to give the fiber length. We have taken the length of the single mode fiber as the difference between the length of the single mode fiber and that of the DCF. Here the SMF length is a variable for the single mode fiber and length is a variable for the DCF. In this experiment, we are going to analyze both the non-compensated and compensated transmission. Non-compensated transmission is analyzed keeping the length of the DCF as 0, and then defining the outer loop variable as fiber length will take care of the absence and presence of the DCF. So here the total length is maintained identical in both cases by using this equation. So here you can assign the second fiber length as the variable length. Once you have completed the connection and set the properties, you can perform a parametric scan so as to find the dispersion as well as the performance of the link for different transmission power. So for that, you can go to the scan option. There you can choose a inner variable as power and you can enter the starting and the end value as well as the increment. Outer loop variable, you are choosing the variable as length and you can set the start and the increment values. Setting the outer loop variable as length will take care of the absence and presence of the DCF. Setting the inner iteration variable as power will help in understanding the impact of varying the transmitter optical power. Enable animation and click on OK. Once simulation is complete, you can find the output.